Hello, everyone. Okay, we're live. All right. Share this here. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new live. So this is live number 10, and today we're going to be talking about interview tips. We have two infographics for today. We have interview tips for in-person edition and remote edition. Okay. So we'll talk about both, and yeah, let's dive right into this. Okay. So, just to remind everyone, you can follow me on Twitter, or commonly known as X now. Uh, it's just my name, BALT1794. That's the handle. You can also follow me on LinkedIn for more resources. I'm here as myself, it's just my name once again. And don't forget to use Resume Boost AI if you wanna start creating your resume, or if you wanna create like a cover letter or anything else, okay? And I think I forgot to turn on some of the lights over there. Okay. Mm. Let me just go do that, okay? Okay, I think that will look better. Yep. And another thing that I forgot was to do this. Okay, so that's good. Right. Okay, cool. So we're live. The room is well lit, and now we can start. Okay, so just do something here. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's get started. So if you wanna, just don't forget to watch the rest of the lives. There are some information, some resources that you might find useful, and also you can go to resumeboostai.com, and here you have the infographics. If you scroll all the way down, there's many things here, many resources that you can use, resume templates, and all of that. And you have resume infographics, and these are all some of the lives that we've done with an infographic, and here you can check them out. This might be helpful or not, but yeah. And here you can just click here and you'll see many of the infographics here that have a lot of information that's useful if you're looking for a job, or if you already have a job, or if you want to switch careers and whatnot. And yeah, so the last two that I added are these here, and you can just download them if you wanted to. And yeah, I think that's it as an intro. Okay, so now we can begin, I guess, with this. Let's see. Okay. All right. So basically what we're going to talk about today is this interview tips, and this is the remote edition one, and this is the other one. So this is the one that I'm going to talk about first. So as you can see, it's just like an infographic. It's just resume tips, pretty straightforward. And it's a little bit, it's like to be center. Okay, maybe there. Yeah, sorry, when I connected my phone, I think it messed up the whole setup. Okay, yeah. So for this resume tip, let's see if is that too much. No, I think that's good. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. So basically here you have some interview tips, and this is like in-person edition. So this is when you're going for an interview somewhere physically. So the first thing that you wanna do is dress appropriately, right? So you wanna wear like a business casual or like formal attire. And someone is saying that the live is down. No? It says excellent condition here. Maybe I should open it just to be safe. Let's see. Let's see. No, it is live. Okay. Yeah, we should be good to go. Okay, yeah. So as I was saying, so the first thing that you want to do is you want to dress appropriately. So you want to you want to wear like a business casual or formal attire. You want to avoid t-shirts like this or sneakers. You want to avoid overly bright colors or distracting patterns. Like if you have, I don't know, like something that's like weird patterns or something on your shirt, I don't think that looks good. And yeah, it's distracting. Also colors like you like a greenish color kind of thing, or like I don't know, if it's overly bright, that's not good. So you want to avoid those. Okay, maybe I can show you some of the things that maybe you want to wear and you don't want to wear. Okay, let's see. So if we look at the images here, you can see that some of the things or how you want to wear, what you want to wear. So this is fine. This is business formal. Even this casual attire here, I think that one is even, this is fine. See, that's fine. You even have like a tie there, so that's fine. This one is also fine. I think that one also, it's good, right? But usually you want to wear something like this, right? So you want to wear something like that, or yeah, something like this. See, something like this guy here on the left. So this guy, this is fine for an interview. I would look like this. I've done them like that, looking just like that. You know, you want to have some nice shoes, you know, the trousers or pants, um, and then like a shirt like that, like a nice shirt. And I guess this is a little bit too much, but you can also, like, if you know that you can pull it off, then you can go with that one. Yeah, don't do that. Don't If you wear a shirt, don't wear it like that. Why is the image like so bad quality? Yeah, the internet is really slow today. Okay, anyways, yeah, you don't want to wear it like that because here, see, this looks just plainly bad, right? So you don't want to wear anything like that. Oh, this is like a PDF, that's why. Okay, yeah, anyways, I'm not gonna dwell on this too much, but yeah, this is fine. Yeah, I wouldn't know what to say for, see, for women, but I guess something like this is fine as well. Something like this is fine as well. Yeah, maybe the sneakers, I wouldn't go with those, but yeah. Anyways, so that's the other thing. So you wanna dress appropriately, right? And then you wanna you wanna review your resume. So you wanna know everything about what you put on your resume. You tend to forget what you put on your resume. Sometimes I put something and then, you know, the recruiters are like, okay, so you have experience with this, and I didn't even remember that I put that in there, right? I did have experience, I just forgot, right? Okay, so just be ready to discuss everything. They can ask you about your skills. Mostly what they ask is about the skills and about the experience and the past projects. So that's the order in which it goes. At least for me, it's been like, you know, in your resume, I can see that, you know, you've worked as a, I don't know, electrician, right? So have you worked with the NEC code? Is it? Yeah, with the NEC code. What articles have you used, or what? I don't know exactly what they're called, but yeah. So like, which sections have you worked with the most, right? So that was one example. So the skills. So they ask you like, okay, so why do you have Python here? You have Python here. So what kind of experience do you have with Python? What have you built with Python? And then past projects. So usually I tend to put my projects. I put all the projects on my resumes, on the ones that I've had, and they ask me about my projects, and they're like, okay, so which project is this? Why did you work on it? Or how do you manage time to work on it? Or like, why do you work on it? Or why you created this, right? And in my case, since I'm a software engineer, what I did was like, okay, this is the project, right? So I deployed it somewhere, so I have it somewhere, it's hosted somewhere. So then when they ask me about that, I already have it. So I'm like, okay, do you want to see it? And I pulled this off like a bunch of times by saying like, okay, I have a project here, do you want to see it? And then I just show them like a live demo on the spot. And that helps me a lot. That has helped me a lot, and that has helped me land multiple roles. So that's why I strongly emphasize having like projects if you're like a software engineer. And maybe if you're something else, also have like some projects, right? Be prepared to discuss the logic, challenges, and technologies you use in depth. Okay. So if you worked on maybe like a Python project, right? And you were using a bunch of stuff, maybe it's like a big project, right? And it's on your resume. So then they'll ask you like, okay, so what did you do here? So how did you figure this out? Why did you use Python? Why didn't you use Go or JavaScript? The logic, you need to know the logic inside and out. You need to know like what challenges you encounter. And of course, if you worked on a project or on something, or like a work experience that you've put on your resume, then you'll know. Maybe you'll forget it, like a few minor details, but you'll know most of it. And then you can convey what you're trying to say, or like the main idea. That's what they're looking for, right? But if you lied on your resume, this is why lying on your resume is a bad thing as well. Because if you lie on your resume and they ask you about some projects or some made-up experience that you've put in your resume, then they'll know that you're lying, because you don't even know what the logic is and how the systems or the processes or whatever you worked on is supposed to work. So don't lie on your resume, okay? Oh, sorry. I'm not even using this. Okay, so review your resume. Third, practice common job questions. Okay, So why do you want to work here? That's like the most asked question in the world. They always ask you that. Well, I want to work there because of this, because it aligns with what I believe. Maybe I have. I'll just give you some answers to these questions, okay? So why do you want to work here? Let's take like a random company, Cisco. So why do you want to work at Cisco? I really want to work at Cisco because I've been playing a lot with networking, and I really like the world of networking. Just knowing about like OSI layer, just knowing about like routing, switching, how they connect. I think that's pretty, it's pretty cool, and I would like to get my certifications. I know like Cisco offers like a path to do different certifications, and you can do that at the same time as you're doing your job. So I think it's the perfect combination of actually doing practice and at the same time theory. And yeah, that's what I just think Cisco is like the leading networking technology company. So I'd love to work there. See, that's one of the reasons. At least for me, I would say something like that. What makes you a great fit? I think I think I have some of the skills that you guys require for this position. Some of the things that you've mentioned on the job description, such as working, building networks, doing the routing, the switching, connecting the hubs, and everything. I think this is something that I've done before. I've done it on my work. You can see on my work experience that I've done it before. There are some things that I would like to learn that I still haven't been able to. So that's why I also want to work at Cisco, because I think it's gonna be like a great complement to what I want to do, and I think we're going towards the same direction because I want to learn more about that. So I'm gonna put a lot of effort, a lot of hard work, and I think I'll figure out if there's something that I don't know. And also I'm a fast learner. That's why I think I'm a great fit for this, because here you have to consume a lot of information and so forth and so on. That's another one. Okay. All right. I just see myself so schizophrenic here and just talking about this. Okay. Tell me about a challenge you faced and how you handled it. And then for that one, you can say like, I was working on this Python project, and then I had to import this data from that CSV file, and everything was getting messed up, and I didn't know how to fix it. So I went to Stack Overflow. I was trying a different thing, but then I figured out that maybe you can load it as a JSON, and that's better, and so forth and so on. Something like that, okay? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? This one is a tricky one. This is a tricky question that they ask, but you can say something like, okay, I see myself, still working on network. If this is for Cisco, this is the company that we picked, okay, as an example, of course. And you can say, I see myself, working, just doing this, doing networking, helping customers over the phone, or like with any kind of IT query that they might have, and I want to just become an expert at this field. I think I really enjoy doing network engineering. That's why I want to become an expert at this field. I want to know everything about like how to do that one. I want to get this one, that one, and in the end, I want to be like a product architect. I think that's one of the paths that Cisco has. So you can just talk about that. But for that, it's the next point. So in the next point where it says research the company. To research the company, you have to read a little bit about it, right? So in my case, if I were to research Cisco, the thing that I've done, that I would do, let me open this. Okay, go to Cisco. Okay, so I'll just come here. So research the company. This is not the one. Where's the other one? Let me minimize that. Okay, yeah, research the company, right? Understand their mission, values, products, services, and recent news. Look up the company on LinkedIn, Glassdoor, or their careers page. Try to mention specific things you like about their work during the interview, okay? So this is good, this is good. Let me just see what's going on here. Okay. Okay, yeah. So research the company, right? So if you want to research the company, you can come to their website, and here you see how it says bringing AI to the enterprise. So what I would do is the following. So I would just write down this, and I'll be like, Cisco and NVIDIA expand partnership to accelerate AI adoption. Okay, so AI, this is the buzzword. This is the topic that everyone is talking about right now. Okay, yeah. So in this case, you can say something like, okay, I want to work at Cisco because, you know, I don't know where is the mission and the vision. Should be, I don't know where it is. But yeah, but you can say like, okay, you know, I want to work at Cisco because I know Cisco is doing like a lot of, it's exploring the AI world, right? And recently I saw that you guys are doing like a partnership with NVIDIA. So that's pretty cool. And I would really like to be part of that world and just be in that environment so that I can pick many things and I can learn. And yeah, you can say something like that, okay? This one says learn product and services. You can also talk about the product and services that they offer. You can say like, you know, in my house they use like this, or like my previous company. Well, maybe not mention your previous company, but something like that, okay? Cisco mission. Okay. Purpose, it's here. Sorry, my internet is really bad today. But yep, it's not good. Let's check this out. But we can be reading that meanwhile. Yeah. So you can say that it says like our purpose, right? So then you can just read this. You don't have to know everything by word, right? You can just come here and skim through it, and something will stick, and then you can talk about that. Okay. Something will stick to your brain, and then you can talk about that. So then you can say like, you know, I really like what Cisco does with sustainability, or like the social impact that they have. They try to give back, and that's like a company that I feel identified with, and I would like to. That's like a place that I think I would love to work for. Something like that. Okay. All right, yeah, and try to mention specific things that you like about their work during the interview. So you can say like, okay, I like the way that you guys, you know, constructed this or built this, or I saw like the partnership on your page about like, you know, exploring AI, and that's pretty cool, and I would really like to be part of that. I already said that, but that's something that you can mention. Okay, ask questions. The last one, and there are many more, but these are like the main ones that I could come up with. Okay, so ask questions. Can you tell me more about the work I would be doing if hired? That's one of the questions. You can be like, okay, so what's like a day to day in this position, or like in this role, and can you tell me more about the work that you guys do, or like, like, you know, is it like a department? Would I be working with this department or that department? But don't get too don't try to assume that you already got the position. Okay, just ask it like, just be like in. I don't know, just be a little bit casual about it, right? But don't be too pushy about it, okay? I don't know if that makes sense. Can you give me an example of the work that you do on a daily basis? I already mentioned that one. What are the next steps in the hiring process? That's like a common one. They won't disqualify you if you ask that question. You don't get disqualified for those kinds of questions. You just want to know what are the next steps, and you're on your right to know. So that's completely fine. So you can say like, yeah, what are the next steps in the hiring process? So, and then they'll tell you, and then don't try to push it too much. Don't say like, okay, so when are you gonna get back to me? Are you gonna get back to me by the end of the week? Are you gonna get back to me by the end of the month? How is this gonna work? How long is the process? Don't get too deep into the weeds, okay? Just ask like, what are the next steps? And yeah, I just wanted to know like, what are the next steps, if you could, if that's fine. And then they'll tell you, and then that's it, okay? So this is like some of the interview tips that I have come up with, and this is the in-person edition. You can, once again, let's just review them. Dress appropriately, review your resume, know what you're talking about, practice common job questions that they might ask you, research the company, and ask questions. Practice common job questions is also like practice questions, okay? So they might ask you about technical stuff, but that depends on what you put on your resume and what they want to know. So another thing that I forgot to put here, maybe you can go into the research the company, is read the job description. Just read the job description. And maybe in the end I'll talk about this, but that's like a That's the key to many doors out there, okay? Just read the job description, okay? All right, and I'll talk about that. Okay, all right. So that's for them. And once again, you can go to resumeBoostAI.com, scroll the way down to infographics, and you can find it here if you want to download it or anything, okay? And it's going to be on my Twitter as well, so then you can just download it from there, and then it will be in HD. Okay. Yeah, cool. Let's keep going. So we talked about Cisco. They don't pay me or anything, by the way, so I'm just... It's just a company that I worked for, that's why I picked that one. Okay, and then we'll go to the other one, which is this one. Okay. Interview tips, remote edition. Okay. So these are a bit different, but in essence, the same thing should stand. Okay. So interview tips, remote edition. The first thing, dress appropriately. Even if you're looking through a camera, it's still like good to dress appropriately. So you don't want to, like right now I'm like this, right? So you don't want to look like this for an interview. Maybe have like a shirt, like a button shirt, right? So try to have like a shirt, even if it's from the waist up. That's why I put that from the waist up, because you can't see what's under there, right? But then from the waist up, everything here, and even like just get fully dressed. Don't be in your pajamas or whatever. You want to be fully dressed, because maybe you'll forget about something, and then you'll have to run and get the door or something like that. Then you're gonna get up, right? And then they'll see that you're not wearing anything, or you're wearing your pajamas, and that's not good, okay? So dress appropriately and fully. Just dress, okay? And once again, just business casual or formal attire. So you can just wear like, maybe don't wear a tie, right? But it's fine if you want to do it. But maybe like yeah, just like a nice shirt. I think that's fine. Okay, and even if it's like one of those polo shirts, that's also fine. Okay. Once again, avoid t-shirts and hats. Don't wear any hats. Okay, not because you're at home you're gonna be wearing hats. Don't wear any hats. Okay. Avoid overly bright colors. We talked about that already. Ensure a stable internet connection. So this is super important, because if the connection is lost, they'll look at you as if you are like even if it's like a remote position, it's gonna be even worse, because they're gonna be like, this guy doesn't even have like a remote stable connection for like to work as a to be like a remote worker. So then we won't hire them, or his or her. Okay, so this is super important. Ensure like an internet connection, and if your internet is bad, then turn off your phone's internet or whatever, but like have a good internet connection. If you can connect the Ethernet cable to your computer, that's even better, because then you won't lose any like internet. Okay, so use a wired connection if possible, or sit close to your Wi-Fi. Okay, test your internet speed beforehand to avoid lag or disconnections. You can just go to internet speed test, and then you can just test your internet connection. Okay, but that's super important. Choose like a neutral background. Okay, so this is also important. So avoid clutter or distracting objects in the background. Use a virtual background or blur effect if needed, and make sure your face is well lit. Natural light works best. Okay, so you want to have like a background like this. See, there's nothing going on here. It's just like a plain white background. So this is what you want to be, what you want to have behind, right? It's just like a plain background. There's nothing going on. It's just the outlet there, but that's it. Okay, if you have things in your home, maybe, okay, don't start going crazy about it. Maybe you can use the virtual background or like the blur effect, but don't use those like crazy ones. Don't do that. You want to use something that's as professional as you can pick. So background effects, zoom maybe. Okay, maybe let's take a look. See, these are crazy background effects. I wouldn't do that one. That's some backgrounds here, but why is this not? You can just blur whatever is behind you. I think that's better if you don't want to be choosing, or you don't want to you don't want to stress about choosing like a background that's neutral, or like do you know you don't know like what background is neutral. So then you can just pick, you know, any background, but don't make it too don't make it too outlandish. Don't make it too crazy, so that people will be looking at your background instead of you, or paying attention at your background instead of you. So don't do that, okay? So just have something that just do like the blur. I think the blur is fine. Usually I do the blur. See, you can do the blur, or you can do. See, these are just too crazy for me. Like if you put the world, see this. What is that? Like the sun coming up behind the planet Earth. Like, that's crazy. Even this one is too distracting. Just herbs. Yeah, don't do that one. This one is kind of. It's also crazy because it's like an angle of the Golden State Bridge, but it's like a crazy angle. So yeah, I think if you can do like don't do these avatars and stuff like that. Don't do the beach one. Don't do this one. All of them are bad. If you ask me, all of them are bad. I wouldn't do any of them. Okay, I've seen better. See, this one is fine. Here you can just blur stuff. See, don't have your dog like that though. Yeah, but you can just blur stuff. Okay, but yeah, don't. If you have like a lot of things and you don't wanna worry about like, you know, taking them off or anything like that, then just blur the screen, okay? Just use the blur effect, okay? And if you don't have anything going on, then it's fine. But I could still blur this if I wanted to. And don't use any of those backgrounds. Those backgrounds are bad, okay? It's too distracting. For me, I would be looking at the background all the time to see if it changes or something. I know it doesn't change, but I'll be just looking at it, okay? So don't do that. Too distracting. Test your equipment beforehand. So check your camera, microphone, and headphones to ensure that they work properly. So I would recommend using headphones, just because in my case I have like this microphone. I don't pull up to interviews with with this microphone or anything like that. But I'm just saying I have this microphone. So if I wanted to say something, you know, this is gonna pick all the sound, right? But I don't wanna like if you wear like the headphones, then it's also just gonna pick that sound, and maybe it's gonna pick around. But like if you just have like your computer's microphone, right, it's gonna be really bad because it's gonna pick all kinds of noises, all kinds of sounds. That's why you don't wanna do that. You wanna yeah, just have like a microphone like this. But I think this is too overkill. But if you have like just headphones, like with the wire thing, or if you have like wireless headphones, that's completely fine. But I think I would use headphones. Try to use headphones, and don't use the crazy ones that go like the headphones over the thing. Just like AirPods are fine, or like the earpods. Okay. Yeah, check your camera, microphone, headphones. Yeah, check your camera. Make sure that it's working beforehand. So you can, usually they send you a link. You can access the link and then see yourself beforehand. So you can do that. So try to pull up to the interview like 15 minutes beforehand, okay, or 10 minutes before, okay? Because usually, sometimes maybe you have Zoom, right, and the interview is using Zoom, and then Zoom is like, okay, I want to install these updates right now. You don't have a say, so I'm just gonna install these updates, right? So that's why you want to be careful with that. It happens all the time. It's happened to me multiple times, so don't do that. Close unnecessary tabs and apps to avoid distractions. Yes, do that. Just close everything. Just have the tab that has the interview thing. Don't try to multitask. Don't try to look things on Google. Don't have ChatGPT open or anything like that. Or if you're watching YouTube or anything like that, don't. Just close everything, okay? Close down everything. Have a backup plan, phone hotspot, extra headphones in case of tech issues. It's usually good to have like an extra pair of headphones, or like your phone. Maybe you can share the internet from your phone. It's super slow, but yeah, you can do that in case that it drops, and maybe you can, and you don't know how to get back if the internet is bad or something. Maintain good eye contact and body language, okay? Yeah, so look at the camera when speaking and not the screen. Yeah, so you know the camera is here. Well, at least for me, the camera, I'm using my phone. So if I should, so I have like 3 screens, right? So here, When I look there, I have another screen. I have a screen here, and this is a camera. So if I wanted to look, if I was on an interview, I will be just looking at the camera, and I'll be like, okay, so hello, so this is my name and this or that, right? But I'll be looking there. But since I'm not in an interview, I'm just looking around. I'm just looking at my other screen, and I'm looking at this screen because this is where I have you. This is where I have everything, and this is the one that I'm projecting. Yeah. Yeah, but just look straight to the camera and don't look at the screen. Usually this is my laptop, yeah. So if I look here, see, I'm looking down, but the camera is over there, so I have to look like that. It's a little bit tricky. Nothing is gonna happen if you're just looking away like this. It just shows that you're kind of distracted or something, or like maybe you're looking somewhere else, and they'll figure out that you have another screen or something. But try to look at the camera maybe, I don't know, every once in a while, okay? Like this or something like that, okay? Body language, sit up straight and avoid fidgeting. So sit up straight, avoid fidgeting. I do a lot of fidgeting, so sorry about that. But I'm not on an interview right now, so I should be fine. And use natural hand gestures, don't overdo it. So usually I tend to use my hands a lot when I'm trying to explain something like this. So don't overkill it, right? So just do like, okay, so I did this, and when I was trying to connect this or that, but don't go crazy about it. If you can't use your hands, or can't control how to use your hands, try not to use them, okay? All right. And yeah, those are all the tips that we have for Interview Tips Remote Edition. So yeah, if you have an interview coming up, try to give these infographics a quick read, and then where's the other one? I think I closed it. Okay, yeah, just try to look over these infographics, and maybe they're useful, maybe they're not, but they can help you. So yeah, and this is just like, it's good to have like the image or just read them once, so then you know what to do. So yeah, so if you have an interview coming up, if you have any questions about the interviews, if you have any questions about resumes, reviews, cover letters, or anything, you can send them to me. Just follow me on LinkedIn or X or whatever you find me, and then send me a message. I'll answer the questions. Let me know how is it going for you in the job market. How are the interviews nowadays, and how is everything going? Like, yeah, if you have any questions, if you think this is useful, let me know what kind of topics you want me to do. And yeah, I think that's all for today. I don't think I have anything else to share. Let's see if there is anything going on. No, I don't think it's anything going on. Maybe I'll. Yeah, I think it's good. Am I live? Yeah, I think I'm live. Yeah. So if you have anything else, yeah, just send me your resume if you want me to review it. We don't share any private information, so don't worry about that. And if you're trying to create like a professional resume, don't forget to use Resume Boost AI. You have like a lot of features here. And yeah, you can use AI and yourself, and you can come up with a great resume, and you can get hired quickly. Okay? So without further ado, I think that's it. I appreciate everyone who's watching this afterwards, everyone who's watching during the live, and share with other people. If you think this is useful, just leave a like, leave feedback, a comment, and yeah, follow me on my socials. And I'll see you on the next one. Appreciate it. Thank you, and have a good night. Bye.